the greatest wrestling match ever.
Charlotte Flair!
It's basically Nitro.
Hey, the King Lion!
2K! Main event Dewdrop.
You beat Okada.
Or Dave.
Perk Angle!
So when are we starting this podcast?
2 Marks Pod.
Alright, we're live, pal. Get this guy knocked out.
Deleted the voice line, so now I can't just be a jerk and play it again. Damn.
No. Yeah, so
Darn.
don't talk about that. So we're going to watch ECW today.
You can't just say don't talk about that. And then
Don't
just
talk about
roll
it. You're
into
still
a
talking about it. Stop talking about it.
podcast. I typed in ECW and Kelly stripping came up.
Oh my god.
That's not the right ECW, I don't think.
No, but I was thinking we could get there eventually.
Yeah, it's 2006.
So we got
I'm sure we'll get...
13 years of content to
there.
go through.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure we'll totally still be doing that then.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So it's ECW Wrestling is the one I'm looking for, right?
No,
or
it's
is it?
Hardcore
No, it's Hardcore
TV.
TV. There's 3 different ECWs on the Peacock.
Yeah, I
it's
know.
not confusing.
ECW Hardcore TV. It'll be like the 4th episode there whenever we get started.
Great. When do we get to...
What's that?
When do we get to the 2K part?
The 2K
Probably
part.
My favorite part.
Right after this, bud. Right after
No,
this.
it's not going to happen. It's already getting dark out.
Alright, well, let's get started. We're watching ECW Hardcore TV today. It'll be Season 1, Episode 4, April 27th, 1993. In the description, it reads, "The Rockin' Rebel challenges the Sandman for the title." Oh, boy! We got a title match.
Boy.
Probably,
Oh, at least we
definitely,
get the Sandman.
definitely not going to end in some craziness. Oh, yeah! Sandman almost got murdered last week with his own surfboard, if you recall.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, you popped huge for it.
I remember that, actually.
Oh, by God, we're
Yeah.
yeah, all right. So we're going to do a quick countdown. We're going to get right into it today. No modern stuff. We got rid of our modern stuff on Nitro, and that's probably how we're going to do it from now on. We're going to do talk about modern stuff on Nitro, and then we're going to figure out something for the intro of the Hardcore TV podcast. We might do questions. We have the email questions up in the top left corner if you're watching us on YouTube. We are on YouTube and Spotify. I should promote that more. Subscribe on YouTube and Spotify, like our videos, share with your wrestling friends or non-wrestling friends. Just tell them to give us views. That'd be great. But yeah, you can send us questions at 2marksquestions at protonmail.com. That's 2marksquestions at protonmail, protonmail.com. We're also on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. At 2markspod on all of our socials and on TikTok. My wife runs our Instagram. I'm on the Twitter fairly often. If you want to send us questions through the Twitter, you can at 2markspod. Where was I going with this? Follow our socials. Anyway, we're going to get started here with this ECW Hardcore TV. I'm all zeroed out. I'm going to do a countdown. It's going to sound like 3, 2, 1, play, or 3, 2, 1, go. And when I say go or play, we're all going to play the video, because we all know what's going on, even though sometimes I say go and that's weird. Isn't that right, JR?
That's right, Tony Schiavone.
Let's go. All right. Here comes the countdown. 3, 2, 1, play. And we're going to track this intro, hopefully. It says, prevented
Presented in the most complete form due to original production technical difficulties.
Oh man, that means this one's going to suck.
Yep. It's a tape of a tape.
Excuse me, choking on my food here.
Gladiator, Jimmy Snuka.
There's a few names in this intro here.
I could have edited this intro.
What do you think of Jay Sully? I mean, he's not a...
Who?
The guy who looks like a deer in the headlights here.
Oh.
In the red bow tie.
Well, he certainly is a wrestling announcer.
He's no Joey Styles, is what I'm trying to say. If I'll get it out. I wonder what time Joey Styles joins ECW. Can you look that up real fast?
Not at the moment. I can't actually. I've got other duties going on in the background.
Okay, that's fine. We got Eddie Gilbert out here next to the announcers, which has been a running theme for a few weeks now, I want to say. He's just doing goofy shit in the background. They're promoting Wildman Salvatore and tonight we got the Suicide Blondes. Are they the real Suicide Blondes, or?
I didn't miss anything, I guess.
No, I don't think so. Took them quite a while to swap cameras there when he was pointing. He said he ran Terry Funk out of town.
He'll be in the show in about 5 seconds.
Yeah, probably.
I hope he comes out of a box.
With a chainsaw.
With a chainsaw, that's right, pal.
That's right.
Ring, ding, ding, ding.
I'm trying to search that Joey Styles ECW debut. It says he debuted in on June 19th. It's 93. So literally next month. We don't have that long to wait for Joey Styles to show up on ECW, and we can actually start getting to what I think we would associate the identity of ECW. I think this is a flashback of last week.
Yeah.
Where Eddie Gilbert's just
killed Terry Funk.
Totally destroying Terry Funk and not doing the word that you used, because certain circumstances probably would mean that that's not an appropriate way to call it, even though I definitely called it like that. What the fuck is that on? Is that Dolly?
Yeah, that's a dolly. Use what you find, brother.
That's gonna be one of them working dollies from Working Dollies R Us, right? Right, Bruce?
You really want to be Conrad, huh? You can be Conrad, that's fine.
They're announcing that they got censored as their video was too
graphic.
Too graphic, yeah.
Just wait another year, buddy.
Holy crap. Do you think that the Sandman getting crucified is on here? Here, I'm gonna go and track this promo real fast.
That's a good question though, because Peacock does like edit stuff.
Right here in my hand, in this envelope, I hold $500. Do you hear that, Stetson? $500. Do you know that could buy you?
I'm glad the masked man held up 5 fingers.
Right.
I was confused.
$500 more than you've ever seen in your life. And
$500 more than you've ever seen in your life.
All you got to do is beat these two. You think you're up to it? You want to take my $500? Come on down to the ring. Take it if you can. but I hope you've got your insurance paid up, because I'll tell you something, you two are going to need it.
Wrestling fans, we have a special stipulation to this match.
Alright, we got a tag.
Hugh Robbins III has put up $500. He is so confident.
Whole $500 on the line in this tag match here.
$500.
Match, huh?
Say that again.
This is a $500 match, huh?
That's the gimmick, I guess. I wonder if it's also for the title. I don't know. Tony Stetson. The Hitman. I forgot. Yeah, he's stealing Bret Hart's gimmick while Bret Hart's on top.
I mean, who'd Bret Hart ever beat?
Not Hulk Hogan, that's for sure, brother. I would pay good money to see Bret Hart beat Terry Bollea, though, dude.
I'd pay good money to see Bret Hart beat Goldberg.
Ho ho! Yeah, actually.
I had to do it. I'm Goldberg, Mark. I had to mention him.
Super Destroyers kind of hyping each other up. Well, never mind. We just got to look at the referee's ass. The Super D's. Super D's what?
D's who?
D's nuts? Got his ass, bro. We fucking got his ass. Yeah! We got a interesting facebuster there. And the big leg drop. Oh, that's it. No one kicks out of the leg drop. Oh, that was a mistake. I think that was a mistake. I think the Super Destroyers are going into business for themselves here. Oh, we got a good roll up.
Dreaded roll up.
What's this guy who's Stetson's partner? Did you catch his name?
I don't know. I didn't catch that.
I didn't either. Well, here comes Tony Stetson. He's gonna throw him into the turnbuckle, and he's gonna do the figure 4 on the post. And he's working the arm right now, but he's gonna transition into working the leg here pretty soon, and he's gonna lock in the sharpshooter.
Is this Super Destroyer number 1 or number 2?
I think it's the one who was trained by Alpha, so it's Roman Reigns.
Roman Reigns.
Roman Reigns has not Bret Hart here. Oh, he's taking the shoulder bumps into the corner. And big hip toss. And then Super Destroyer does the boot. And he's just choking him with his foot. He's on the ropes. What do you think of the Super Destroyer's gear here? That's right, JR. I'm sure he's a little bit preoccupied, and we have Super Destroyer.
I'm doing my best here.
Yeah, you're
it's not
okay.
gonna be great.
You're doing fine. Super Destroyer's on top here, beating the crap out of Hitman Tony Stetson. By God, 1 or 2 tags in here.
Ooh, the dreaded I rest my boot on the second rope and you plow your face into it. Double axe handle.
Stomp to the fingers, by God. Who punches a hand? Sets him down on both knees. Super Destroyer lifts him up, scoops, and a slam. Pretty good little slam there.
So random, but not random because you did mention it on the pod. Are you watching NXT? And if we're watching that, we're not doing that for the pod, right?
Probably not. I'm not even certain I'm going to watch it. I mean, we could, but... that would kind of encroach on the time I'd need to edit and put this out by tomorrow. Which reminds me, I do want to talk about the schedule, and by now I should be already a few days into the schedule that I intend to keep. Generally, we're going to be recording on Sundays. We record both episodes, Nitro and ECW, on Sunday, with the idea that Nitro will come out Monday morning around 7, give or take, in the AM, and then ECW on Wednesday in the AM, which is why I was kind of trying to keep modern stuff to Nitro, because that's already a week's worth of modern stuff in one episode, and so some of it's like already a week old almost. Like if it's news from Raw, it's 6 days old. So if I waited and put half of the week onto ECW, it's just a second podcast with older modern news. So I thought I'd put all of it into one, and so Nitro is going to be the modern stuff podcast, and then maybe we do questions on this one, maybe we do something else. If you want to send us a tweet at 2markspod on Twitter /X, or you want to send us a message on Facebook or Instagram, or send us a question, preferably use the email questions, 2marksquestions@protonmail.com, and we will get to those at some point. And maybe you can send us a suggestion on a secondary format for the ECW show or something else like that, and just send us questions in general to answer on the ECW show until we come up with something better for it. Yeah, they're on the verge of losing $500 here as Jobber number 2 locks the figure 4 in on Super Destroyer number who knows.
Number 3. Whoosh.
It might be number 5 if you remember he held up the...
That's true. He did hold up a 5 fingers. How do we know that's not?
It could be
Destroyer number 5.
Super Destroyer number Booker T.
Oh, Booker T was in the Super Destroyers? I didn't know that.
Oh, hey, they won! I didn't even see how they won. I was like paying attention and everything.
What?
Yeah. They won the $500, and then they faded to black, pretty much.
What? Okay. Now there's a gladiator in the ring.
We got Glenn Osborne, a.k.a. Warhorse's dad, maybe, probably, we don't know, against...
Not really, yeah.
Salvatore, I want to say. Sal Balomo, not Salvatore. I don't know where Salvatore came from.
Wildman Sal Balomo.
Oh, yeah, remember he had that 2-second main event a couple weeks ago. Oh, and Eddie Gilbert's in the ring.
Always Eddie Gilbert or Terry Funk through the whole show.
I mean, those are the stars they have, man.
Yeah? Yeah?
They know what they have, and they know what they have to promote. And it's not much, but by God, they're doing their best. I'm going to try and track this, I guess. Well, never mind. He's kind of... I think you can barely hear it. I'm going to cut that off again. He's shoving Glenn Osborne here. Glenn Osborne shoves back. He's got a big announcement to make right here, he says. Out comes, I think that's Don Muraco and Jimmy Snuka.
Oh, no.
Which, again, are by far the biggest stars they have. Like, Don Muraco,
Yeah.
Jimmy Snuka, Terry Funk. Not necessarily in that order. I'd probably say Snuka, Funk, Don Muraco, or you might be able to flip Funk on top. I don't know. One might say that Funk didn't have as much exposure as Jimmy Snuka.
That's why you didn't want me to use that word earlier, because he's on this episode. I see now.
No, because Terry Funk is actually dead. So you probably shouldn't say, oh, that killed him. bluntly.
Oh, I thought it was because Jimmy's. Never mind.
Here we are making terrible jokes about Jimmy Snuka again, which I do seem to say every time I see him. Where the bodies, brother? He's cutting a promo, but
That's
we're not
also a
tracking it.
Conradism, isn't it?
No, I think it's a Deadlock bit. Because if we're stealing
Oh, is
bits,
it?
yeah, I mean, we steal bits from two places. It's either Conrad or Deadlock, pretty much.
Oh. Yeah, you might be right. That sounds like something Johnny would say, I bet.
I believe it's actually from a like a XPW or something, some indie show where it was like Jimmy's son or something, and maybe it was like Piper said where the bodies, brother, but it wasn't like it wasn't on cam, it wasn't on microphone. It was he like mouthed it to him or something. It was the same one where it was Jimmy Snuka Jr. instead of Junior. And here we are referencing other wrestling podcasts.
That's right, Conrad.
That's right, JR. And then they go to break, as we weren't even paying attention to the promo because you couldn't hear it anyway. Holy shit, it's Chris Candido. Oh, hey, the little one's here.
The Sandman.
That's not the Sandman.
Oh, no, that's not the Sandman. I just seen blonde hair, my bad.
I just said it's Chris Candido.
Oh.
Yeah. Chris Candido, no Sonny, with Johnny
That's what I was
Hotbody.
going to say, so she's not far behind, right? She's hiding in one of the lockers.
Something like that.
But yes, the little one is awake and not feeling great, so that's kind of why I'm in and out.
No, that's okay. She doing all right? Got a hurt tummy?
A little bit.
A little
But
hurt tummy.
I've pacified her with, believe it or not, WWE 2K23.
Yay! She's playing the beat 'em ups.
Yeah. And she's giving Dick's Netflix the business right now.
Oh, jeez. My CAW, Dick's Netflix, named after my wife's dream of
Dad beat up.
Well, we got a tag team match here: Chris Candido and Johnny Hotbody against a couple guys that they already named, and I didn't catch it because we were chit chatting. Oh, these are the Suicide Blondes. Except Johnny Hotbody isn't blonde.
Right.
This is gotta be one of the last episodes that I saw whenever I did my previous watch through. Because I didn't remember anything about this show except the fact that the Suicide Blondes had a character in it who wasn't blonde. He is extremely balding, so if you want to count his bald patch as blonde, I guess we can do that. Ah, there we go. Commentary is talking about it.
He doesn't look blonde to me. So why are they called the Suicide Blondes?
Bro, I could not tell you. I'm sure that they thought it was a funny bit in back or something. Or they may have already been a tag team and at one point maybe he was blonde. That's a possibility.
Maybe.
Your guess is probably as good as mine. I did watch the Sonny and Chris Dark Side of the Ring a while back, but, you know, I don't know if they really mentioned Johnny Hotbody too much in it.
Yeah. That's kind of a sad story, actually.
Very sad, yeah. All sides of it, truthfully.
Yeah.
We do appreciate the Chris Candido, though. Nice double clothesline. Actual good tag team work happening here, kind of.
My God, working.
By God.
Working holds.
Rest holds, working holds, yep. Off the ropes, we're going to do the shoulder block. Oh, hit the ropes, drop down. Right into the hip toss. And another hip toss to old Johnny Hotbody. Their ring might be a little smaller. He kind of bounced off the bottom rope there. JT Smith making his way into the ring, but getting held off by the referee. And Chris Candido gets a control of his opponent again with another rear chin lock.
And those pink trunks, man.
You love to see it.
They are, yeah. He's certainly rocking them.
No, yeah, I'm into it. I'm into it. I actually like pink as a color. Maybe it's just because Brett. I don't know. Tried to drop kick him. Went really early. Here comes Johnny Hotbody, only to eat shit from JT Smith. Big punches. I don't know why he's not tagging out. He's literally in his own corner. Kicked him in the balls right in front of the referee. Clothesline. No one gives a shit. Oh my God.
There's no rules here.
In
This is
ECW?
extreme.
Oh yeah? What does Paulie have to say about this match right now?
This is crap. Let me have the pencil. I will get us into the green, and we won't owe anyone any money ever again. Tommy, shut up. Go away. Wow.
How are you going to get us into the green, Paulie?
We'll just hit Tommy Dreamer with a kendo stick like 30 times. It'll be such good shit. Who the fuck is Tommy Dreamer? Never heard of him.
I think he's probably not wrestling right now, or he might be Tommy Acid still.
Goodness gracious, yeah.
Wearing face paint and shit. I'm pretty sure that's a thing.
Isn't his gimmick when he first comes in, he's supposed to be like a pretty boy or whatever? Tommy Dreamer, that is. Pronouns.
It's not that he's supposed to be a pretty boy, I don't think. It's just that he is a pretty boy, and the ECW fans hate it. And then they try to prove that he's tough by caning him a zillion times with Sandman, and it kind of actually works a little bit. And then when they tried to do it with Roman in WWE, like 30 years later, they chanted one more time.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate because Roman at that time really wasn't the enemy. It's just that he represented the enemy. And I think some of the older people in wrestling didn't necessarily get that. All they really registered was, oh, anything but Roman. Okay, whatever. You hate Roman. It was like, no, we don't hate Roman. We hate that Roman represents this idea of booking that you guys are doing and how you're going to, I guess, push who you want and not who the fans want, I guess. But, or you're going to decide what we want for us, brother.
Yeah.
There's some weird hand-holding going on here. Where, like, he's kind of supposed to be struggling, but he's not struggling.
Oh, and he did a whole back body drop while he had the wrist lock. Drop to hold.
The Tommy Cairo? Yeah, it is. Okay. I remember him now. Anyway, I didn't mean to go into a little rant there about Roman Reigns or anything, but, you know. And, of course, that's
Roman.
Long past. Roman is now so certifiably past the top guy. It's crazy.
Yeah, he's the top heel. And WrestleMania is right around the corner, and you know, you do your top heel versus your top babyface.
I've heard that before.
Saying.
I've heard.
Saying.
What do you think Paul Lee would do for WrestleMania?
Well, they're doing what Paul Lee would do for WrestleMania, aren't they?
All right, we'll do the bit.
Oh, you want me to try to do a really bad accent like I'm Bruce Pritchard?
Sure.
Is that what you're trying to? The Tribal Chief. We're not even in the third inning. If Roman Reigns wanted to beat Cody Rhodes, he would just do it. Who's gonna stop him?
What's with like the yell at the end?
I don't know.
Does Paul do that at the end of his sentences?
Not really. The Tribal is going to defend the undisputed Universal title.
It's like the it's his version of the Triple H promo.
Yeah, that's all I was doing.
When you're mixing the Paul Heyman and the Triple H.
Yeah, I'm mixing the two Pauls.
Yeah. I think you like baby.
There's a banger of a cage match going on over on the other screen here. I'm sorry. Yeah, apparently.
You
This is only the beginning of many, many more things to come. Many more faces to come on down the road. Everybody coming down looking for Hot Stuff International. Only the beginning, and it's a big surprise. There are other names. I'll tell you. No, I won't tell you. You're going to have to stay, and you're going to have to see, and you're going to have to look for yourself because you've seen the biggest one. But there's a lot of better ones coming. Yes, sir, brother. TCB. Taking care of business, you understand? So you understand, TV land? Wake up and put your mind on it and look deeply deep down inside, brother. And you definitely gonna find out what it's all about. Ooh, ooh. You see the Superfly come from the top and you see the driver get into the bottom.
What the heck are they talking about?
I have no idea, dude.
And who's the dude holding the mic? Because he looks bigger than... Okay.
It was Don Muraco.
Oh, okay, it was. Yeah, I didn't notice.
It's okay. I mean, like...
He looked weird with t-shirt and stuff on.
Yeah. Also, I don't imagine...
Riders.
I don't imagine you've seen a ton of Don Muraco matches.
No, I haven't.
You're still pretty big here, though. Outriders, we saw a week or two before, didn't we?
Yeah, the name sounds familiar.
It was like Easy Rider and HD Rider.
Something like that.
I can't imagine you have the cage match gimmick up, do you?
No, not at the moment.
You literally have one job.
Yeah, I drive a truck. That's right.
I hate you.
I mean... I would say that too if I saw how I was being booked by this child over here.
I mean, who in all of ECW is gonna beat Don Muraco and Jimmy Snuka when they're all like indie dudes?
Right? That's a good point. No, apparently in 2K on top of the cage, if you just keep swinging punches, they just never fall down, apparently. I thought after like 6 of them, they just automatically fell back in the cage, but apparently not.
Apparently not.
Dick's Netflix is just taking a beating on top of a cage right now.
Oh my god.
Yep.
Am I busted open?
I don't know. Yeah, I think so. I can't tell.
suplex by Don Muraco here, and they're calling him The Rock, by the way. Don Muraco was The Rock before Dwayne Johnson.
I mean, if The Rock's going to face Roman Reigns... Yeah, Don Muraco is going to face Roman Reigns at WrestleMania this year.
I can't believe this guy's going to face Roman Reigns. He's got to be like
That's
fucking...
crazy.
He's got to be 70? Close to it.
Is he still with us, actually?
I don't know. Alexa, is Don Muraco alive?
That's terrible. But...
That was, she said King of Morocco. I don't think that's Don Muraco.
The King, I mean...
I don't know what King of Morocco is.
The King of Morocco, the Don the Rock. Let me try this. Hang on.
Alright, you go ahead. Don Muraco scoops this guy up for a big... Oh, fuck. Tombstone! Oh my god!
Dad, I tried to sleep with one. Have you?
It doesn't say anything about not being with us, so I imagine he is. 74. 74. Yeah.
This is the part of the podcast where myself, Mark 1, didn't realize I was muted until a ways off. If you want to, you can skip until about 39 minutes and 55 seconds, because that's when I realize I am muted. Thank you.
The Rock, Don Muraco. That's crazy. So he retires in 1995, so he's only got a couple of years left. That's right. She had to get herself into the ring. Oh, we get to see the surfboard spot. Jeez. Man. All right. Like they taped it or something? Maybe. That might be why they did that cut. Kind of looks that way, just the way everyone's... Well, maybe not, because that's his wife, and she's in a different dress, right? Yeah. Legs. Yeah, no knee pads, which I don't know about that. Definitely a surfer suit, so he's definitely working the gimmick, brother. Yeah, he's got some, like... I didn't realize he had, like, Cavzilla over here. Yeah. He's about to grab the mic after this match and ask if we know who he is.
I have been riffing with you this entire time, completely muted.
That's great.
I think you could hear me through the other microphone. My microphone
Yeah,
for the podcast has been muted for a hot minute.
that's great. That'll be fun.
That'll be really fun. I probably can't even find a way to fix that.
You're just gonna have to re-record lines, pal.
I don't know. Hopefully you talked enough and it wasn't too terrible, too terribly long at least. Because I know you could hear me through the other microphone, but
Yeah.
that microphone is only for
That's
tracking
not
stuff.
funny.
Uh-oh.
He's
Stan-
alive.
Dick's Netflix getting the comeback in the other match.
Oh boy. Sandman getting his eyes clawed out, his wife doing jack and shit about it.
She's looking good. What more is she supposed to do? It's like
Not as good
no,
as
it's the
Tiger,
90s.
but you know.
Well, I was gonna say it's the 80s. What do you expect? But it's the 90s, pal.
It is the 90s. He was going for something, but Sandman was getting up. Oh, small package. Kick out. Making sure I'm not muted. Clothesline. Oh
Wow.
my goodness, man. That was... I hope that's not too bad on the replay. Hopefully I just find the audio and it's not going to be too bad. Kick to the gut by the Sandman. And facebuster. Sandman firing up babyface to the crowd. Tiger in the ring just clawing the shit out of him in the inner her heels. So is Sandman's wife. I think her name's Peaches? Joey Styles isn't here. We can't yell catfight.
I'm flying.
Sandman swung with the belt like a madman, but he ducked.
Is that the end of the match?
Yeah. He got DQ'd.
Yeah,
Tiger
okay,
came
I
in.
thought so. He's still swinging that belt.
He's swinging like a fucking crazy person. A successful quote-unquote title defense. Holds the title up for the crowd to cheer. Kind of a lame finish. Is that the show?
Kinda.
Recap. Tournament 8-man challenge. I think the rest of this might be just a recap of the TV title tournament.
Yeah, there's only like 4 or 5 minutes left.
So, that's a hell of a way to end the show, I guess.
Yeah, kinda. Iron Man, Tommy Cario.
Especially a show that was already a disaster.
Fair, yeah. Tune in next week. We get to see more Sandman, though. Hey!
Hey, do we?
That'll be
I don't
good.
know. I don't know. Is Sandman on the next week?
I don't know, but he's the champion,
You
so
can-
I would
What?
imagine he does something.
Yeah, why don't you pull up the card for next week? On the cage match, brother.
See what I can do.
While we see this replay of Sandman, or sorry, not Sandman, Superfly doing the splash and pinning this guy with one hand.
What's the next episode? 5?
Yeah, next week will be episode 5. So ideally it'll be like, I don't know, whatever that date would be.
Episode 5.
As we-
Sandman is on the show. There's another title match.
Who does Sandman defend against if it's not spoilers?
I don't know if it is or not, because I just see a card. I don't know how it comes about.
Well, go ahead and tell us who it is.
Bolmo.
Belomo?
Yeah.
All right. Well, 50% chance that match also ends in DQ. Can't wait for that one.
Yeah, but then we get to see Don Muraco and Eddie Gilbert team up with a tag team match against Glenn Osborne and JT Smith, and you'll never guess who else is listed as part of that match.
Who's that?
So Hot Stuff International, Don Muraco and Eddie Gilbert are managed by a one Paul E. Dangerously.
Oh shit! Next week?
Yeah, Hardcore TV number 5.
All right, we're gonna get Paul E next week. I'm excited. How about you? At least a little
It's
bit.
not the Paul E that I'm waiting for, but it'll do.
It's a fucking start. All right, well that was man. We still got 2 minutes of this episode, but I think we can probably cut it.
Yeah, it's just highlights.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and say we're gonna call it there. We're
all out of time.
We're all out of time. That was ECW Hardcore TV episode 4, and we are the Two Marks That Pod. I don't know if that's going to be the outro or not. Probably not. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and TikTok at 2markspod. Send us questions at 2marksquestions at protonmail.com. That's 2marks, plural, questions, plural, at protonmail, protonmail.com. And tell us what you think about the shows so far. Tell us what you think we could do to improve. Tell us what you'd like us to see. If you have any special requests for us to watch, we might be able to fit those in somewhere along the way. And now we're desperately out of time. Tell them, Shivani.
Next week, Paulie Dangerously. Brah!